cold. Skyrim was never this cold before. It's the chill of the grave. Something I know of all too well.
Hello and welcome. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Violet. In this episode, we will be concluding the story quest, The Despot of Markarth. Now, in the last episode, we finally met Arana, the Witch Rebels leader. We also discovered that Lady Belain is either part of the Grey Host or at least working with them. In a letter she wrote, we found out that she's headed to Valthume Barrow to meet with the Ashen Lord, Rada Al-Saran, who we met in Greymoor. And that's where we are headed into now. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Fine, Lady Belain. Let's take a look at this thing. So I'm up here. I go straight. I can go the long way, or I can go straight. Oh, it's probably gonna make me go the long way. It usually does. Let me see. Can I go this way or is it blocked? It is blocked. Yeah, I knew it. It was going to make me go the long way. Because why not? Oh shit, I aggroed these guys. Yeah, what the fuck? Let's just get these guys too. He got me into that weird neck lock that these Grey Host people like to do. Oh yeah, go this way. Death Hound. Get rid of him. Hang on. Yeah, I go this way. And then I should be going... Sorry about all this map pulling, but... Hello. Oh, you're a big guy, aren't you? Oh, there you are. Oh. Pentarch Hotrig. Nice to meet you.
Do not be concerned, Rada Al-Saran. Your plan proceeds. Caddach hangs on my every word, and soon Reach folk will fill Markarth like a larder.
Excellent. With Markarth prepared, we need only claim the Arcthan keystone.
I'll make inquiries. Just remember our arrangement. Like you, I hate to be disappointed.
You there, in the shadows. You can't hide from the Ashen Lord. Follow me, if you dare.
Oh, I dare.
You actually followed. There's fire in your veins, I'll give you that. Very well. You may speak to me. You, the thorn that caused me no small amount of irritation and solitude. You thought yourself so clever, so stealthy, spying on me from the shadows. But the darkness answers to me. Why have you come to this forsaken barrow?
Why have you brought the Grey Host to the Reach?
You stand before Rada Al-Saran and seek to understand his purpose. Better a torchbug try to comprehend the secrets of alchemy, or a mudcrab the intricacies of necromancy. These events began millennia before your birth. They concern you not at all.
We're going to stop you.
Who is this we you speak of? Certainly not the Reach folk. No, there is someone else. I see them, lurking in your thoughts. An ally, almost as ancient as I am. They're desperate to forestall the coming night. Tell me, who is this person?
I don't have to tell you anything.
And I don't have to resist the urge to rip out your throat and gorge on your blood. But we are civilized beings, exchanging pleasantries in this humble setting. Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. A tip for a tap, as it were.
What kind of arrangement are you talking about?
I propose a simple arrangement. A truth for a truth. Ask a question. I will answer honestly, then I will ask a question in turn. A fair compromise, don't you agree?
All right, I'll play your game.
Excellent. Then by all means, ask your first question.
Why do you want to conquer the Reach?
I have no interest in conquering the Reach. I came here to make use of something very old, very powerful. The Reach has the misfortune to be located directly above it. Many of these mortals will die, not because I want them to, but because they must.
You know killing people just to use something is insane.
Not when your purpose is worthy. I do what I do for love. My turn. Your ally. Are they a high elf?
No.
A lie. But I see the truth in your thoughts. Still, I shall give you another chance. Ask another question.
What is Lady Belain's role in this?
Lady Belain is an ally of convenience. Her interests and my design are selfish and predictably narrow. Do you seek to supplant her in Caddach's court? I recommend against that, for it will not go well for you.
I don't take kindly to threats.
A threat implies only the possibility of punishment. I do not threaten. Belain has Caddach's ear. If he takes your side, she kills him and chaos descends on Markarth. If he stands by Belain, you will be executed. Neither outcome benefits you.
If I fail, others will stop you.
Others? Who? Reach folk? The witch Arana? Your mysterious ally? I am unconcerned. Now, for my question. This ally that hides behind your eyes, does he seek to protect the world by going against his own kind?
Yes.
Of course he does. Thank you for your honesty. Now, do you have anything else to ask?
What do you have planned for the Reach?
I have no interest in conquering the Reach. I came here to make use of something very old, very powerful. The Reach has the misfortune to be located directly above it. Many of these mortals will die, not because I want them to, but because they must.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip talking to that because that's just questions I already asked. All right. Mr. Rada Al-Saran. How do I get out of here? Oh, okay, now I can go this way. Can I get around this hole? No, I can't. Okay, I gotta go down the hole, I suppose. Yeah. Yep. This is how I get out. All right, I will see you in the throne room.
Welcome back, my friend. Tell me what you learned. Your arrival is fortuitous, as I have only just returned myself. Were you able to make contact with the rebels? Did you meet with Arana?
Yes. I also learned that Lady Belain is a vampire. She's in league with the Grey Host.
I sensed some deception, but her illusion is powerful. How else did she hide her nature from me? As for Arana, do you think we can convince her and her rebels to join our cause?
Perhaps. She sent me to spy on Belain, and I wound up talking to the Grey Host leader, Rada Al-Saran.
You spoke to Rada? Did he... No matter. If Rada Al-Saran is here, our time grows short. Talk to Caddach. If he deems what you tell him worthy, maybe he'll finally be willing to work with me, and we can figure out how to deal with the Grey Host.
Okay, I'll talk to Ard Caddach.
It was only a matter of time before Rada and I crossed paths again. I just didn't think it would be this soon.
Tell me more about Rada Al-Saran.
Rada Al-Saran and I... we have a complicated history. There was a time when Rada and I stood united in purpose, to preserve the lives and welfare of vampires. Then, as now, our kin suffered under Molag Bol's curse, and the cruelty of mortal hunters.
You had some sort of falling out?
Not exactly. At least, not all at once. When I first met Rada, he was immensely proud, but utterly consumed by his failures. He tried to find relief in bloodshed and battle, but he was truly lost. I did my best to help him.
Did it work?
Yes. His bloodlust gave way to introspection, and introspection led to study. He was already a peerless scholar. All Onse were, but he became fascinated with vampire texts. Eventually, he found a new purpose.
A new purpose?
Vampiric salvation. To accomplish this, he needed to break Molag Bol's hold over us and stop mortals from hunting us. I counseled peace with mortals, and for a while he agreed. But things changed, and I left the Grey Host. I thought he died with them.
I knew you were a part of the Grey Host, but you never told me why you joined them.
I sought to make the world a better place. I thought the Grey Council could help, but when it became the Grey Host, I formed the Raven Watch as an atonement for things I failed to do, friends I failed to save, from mortals and from themselves.
Alright, let's go talk to the Ard.
Sentry Bodful sent word. The Grey Host is...
I'll hear no more of this! Go! I want to talk to the outsider. The outsider returns? But are you a true warrior? Or a parasite like these damned leeches? Did you do as Lady Belain asked? Did you deal with the Rada? Tell me you have her head in your pack. I've got a pike on the walls waiting to be decorated.
I found a Rana, but I learned something else. Lady Belain is working with the Grey Host.
That's not what you are asked to look into. Still, it confirms my own suspicions about my own keep witch. Don't look so surprised. I'm not half as stupid as people think, Rover.
If you suspected she was working with the Grey Host, why allow her to remain in your court?
Allow? I can count on 3 fingers the number of people I allow in Understone Keep. The rest, they come and go as they please. Let me tell you about the Ember Dance. It's a ceremony we perform here in the Reach. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
We grab a handful of hot coals and dance on a bit of straw. Ah, these coals burn, Rover, right to the bone. But if you drop even one, the straw lights, and the flames take all of you to molten ball. Do you see? Belain's a hot coal. So I grip her tight.
Now that you know for sure, what are you going to do?
I'm going to sharpen my sword. And wait. If you and the noble plan to fight the Grey Host, I won't stop you. But remember, Markarth is more than dwarven stones and high walls. It's strength. Make Rana understand that. That's how you can help.
I'll consider that. Have I done enough that you'll agree to talk to Count Verandis now?
Still begging? I should have the tongue ripped from your head and... God damn it, Rover. A favor for a favor, aye. That's the Reach way. All right, tell the noble. Ard Caddach will see him whenever he's ready.
I'll let Count Verandis know.
You think I'm foolish to keep Lady Belain close, don't you? It takes a bit of foolishness to rule this place, don't you know? You tell this high elf of yours. I'll see him if he wants.
Why are you and Orana at odds?
Because I'm the Ard of Markarth, and she refuses to heed my commands. Look, every Reach warrior who dies fighting Orana's private war against the Grey Host makes all of us weaker. We need her strength, now, more than ever.
So you want me to convince her to bring her people into the city?
Markarth's the safest place right now. No matter how well Orana and her rebels know the hills. The vampires and the werewolves sniff them out. If she keeps getting my best fighters killed, I swear I'll hang her from the city walls by her own guts.
Why don't you think the Grey Host will attack Markarth?
We made a deal. We gather in the city and leave them free to find whatever bit of dwarven nonsense brought them to the Reach in the first place. Of course, Lady Belain brokered that peace, so now I suppose our bargain is suspect.
Then help us fight them.
The city walls are still our strongest play. Like headstones, they mark the thousands of enemies who died, trying to breach Markarth's defenses. We'll bide our time and wait for the Grey Host to show their true intentions. Then I'll act.
How did you become the Despot of Markarth?
That's a title given to me by outsiders. I use it to frighten the neighbors and keep away the riffraff. I'm the Ard of Markarth. Leovic, the last Longhouse Emperor, was my cousin. I inherited the throne by blood. Had to keep it by blood, too.
What do you mean?
You ask more questions than my third wife. Leovic's clan, my clan, squabbled over the scraps after Varen murdered my cousin. Pretty soon, they came to take my city. So I bound their ankles and tossed them all to the rocks, head first.
You murdered your entire clan?
All that were left. Aye. And the word is executed, not murdered. And Ard offers food, freedom, and protection with his right hand. With his left, he promises cruelty and punishment. Those that covet the right get the left. Simple as that.
Is that when they gave you the title Despot of Markarth?
No. That story's far worse. And no, I won't be telling it this day.
Belain hasn't returned, but she could have other eyes here in court. Be wary. I've been watching, but Lady Belain hasn't returned to Understone Keep yet. I wonder how the Ard plans to deal with her. Speaking of Ard Caddach, will he meet with me now? Will he help us stop Rada Al-Saran and the Grey Host?
Ard Caddach will meet with you, but he wants to keep Belain close for now.
Well, that's some progress, at least. Farther than I was able to get on my own. Thank you. I'll talk to Caddach, then I'd like to make contact with Arana. We'll need the rebels' help and more if we're going to defeat the Grey Host. Your investigations uncovered that Ard Caddach's advisor, Lady Belain, is working with the Grey Host, and that she's a vampire. To hide that from me takes great power. Tell me exactly what you heard during Rada Al-Saran's conversation with her.
Lady Belain mentioned her influence over the Ard and that Markarth would soon be full of Reach folk.
With your warning, Ard Caddach can decide what to do with Lady Belain's advice in the future. As to why they care that Reach folk gather within the city, I'll need to think about that. Did you hear anything else of significance during their exchange?
Rada Al-Saran said he needs something called the Arcsan Keystone. He sent Belain to find it.
Rada tried to use dwarven devices once, but nothing came of it. Interesting. As I toured the city, I met Nolavan. He works with dwarven scrap in the southeast section of Markarth. Maybe he can lead us to this keystone before Lady Belain acquires it.
All right, I'll find Nolavan and ask him about the Arcsan Keystone.
Despite occupying the ruins of their lost civilization, few Reach folk want anything to do with dwarven devices. That's why Nolavan intrigued me. While you deal with him, I'll seek out Arana's rebels. If I can't find them, they will surely notice me.
I thought you also wanted to talk to Ard Caddach.
And so I shall, briefly. Caddach has a city full of Reach folk to deal with, so I don't want to unduly distract him. Then I need to locate Arana. If we can get the rebels to work with us against the Grey Host, we'll have more than a fighting chance.
As you can see, we started a new story quest called Blood of the Reach. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here. We will continue this new quest in the next video tomorrow. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video. And of course, if you enjoyed it, smash that thumbs up for me and feel free to leave a comment. Be safe, be well, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!